Welcome back, everybody. MGM MarketAbilities podcast. I can't believe we've done over 100 episodes.
Oh man,
it's been crazy. It's been a journey.
Well on our way to 1,000.
Yeah,
you're well aged, well seasoned.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not.
You're pondering that way too much, dude. We just gotta move. We gotta move on. Steak, the marinade. Yeah, I love that. Sometimes it takes that.
You've been marinating for a while, huh?
Marinating in the juices.
We've been marinating in the podcast world for a while.
Love it. Love it. Okay, and what we do, guys, is we go out and we look at things that are important to you, to your business, how to help your business grow. We all learn these things that are of such importance if you're going to have a business present day.
Right. Yeah. And or even if you like want to be some sort of like just straight up contractor.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
That side hustle. We've talked about the importance of that, and it came up again this week where, it's tax time and people are upset when Uncle Sam wants a large cut of what they're making, right? Their income.
Yeah,
they're like,
I don't get it.
We don't make enough as it is, And then they're like, okay, this dude wants all my cash, and by law, I mean, they will put you in jail for that kind of thing. You have to pay it.
You could find me.
They could, yes. But it's been reiterated time and time again. That's why the side hustle is so important these days. You got to get that contracting gig or, whatever you're good at.
I mean, even if you have like a normal job.
Exactly.
Like W2, W4 job.
Right.
Like you can have a side hustle and then all of a sudden you can write your cell phone bill off.
Thank you.
As a tax deduction.
Thank you.
And
your car, your clothes, your services,
and then even
travel, food.
Did you know this? I found this out this past year that if you have a normal job, like you get your taxes taken out every paycheck, right?
Right.
But you also have a side hustle. If you say you overspend on your side hustle, like for your deductions, you will actually get taxes back off of your W-2.
Drop the mic.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, and that's perfectly legal and not like anything weird. Like they will get because if you think about it, the government's like, oh, you're spending money. We don't want to penalize that because you're paying, sales tax and all that stuff, and then you're actually pushing more money out into the economy when you're doing that. So that they don't want to punish people for that.
100%. Yes,
that makes sense.
It is so important, and it is important to follow these trends and such. And I know these guys here; they wanted to talk about AI, and I'm okay on it. I'm a little nervous for a number of reasons, but I have found an application that I am in favor of.
What's that?
I think that it really changes the playing field for international business now with AI and being able to translate on the spot and understand. And have them understand me or us, and that to me is very valuable.
How do you think that's going to work?
AI.
Well, no, but I'm saying how are you going to get connected and then be able to?
They're saying through text now, any type. There are these communication outlets now where you just begin that dialogue, and there's absolutely the only thing that I was a little worried about before, because I have a desire to do that international business. I feel like there's a real market for what we do, or folks in Asia who are very forward thinking with technology and batteries, and they power what we do every day. That is a tagline, and I hope you didn't rip that off, because I do plan to use that one day. But in our cameras and our phones and things that we do, I'm a little nervous that a translator would have something to gain, and they could be bought off, and you think you understand the terms, or you think you understand what's happening, and it's like, you just entered into what?
Sure. That even happens in the court world too. When you have translators, generally if they have a family member with them, that you can see in their eyes, they're starting to say, they're like, it's not exactly right. And I love that idea, because if you even think reaching out to someone via email, say a pitch to them, easily translates into it's no longer a barrier.
Correct.
You want to go into a rabbit hole?
We do it all the time.
What if the AI gets paid off?
Dude.
Ooh.
See? It's possible.
But you know what I like about AI is it's a tool, though. It's
it is
like,
a tool.
It's just like if you're an artist and you have a set of paints, that's great. Anyone can have paints. You could just spill it all over and you're like, this is art. But people bring their own skill set with the paint, and I think that's you need to keep in mind about AI for sure, is that it's how you use it, how you utilize it. Because you could be using it, but are you profiting off of it?
Yeah, it could be like Rob, where he made photos of us with the AI for that video.
That was so scary. All of a sudden became I feel like I deserve royalties for that or something. Like,
why?
If you're going to use my likeness and turn it into a cartoon that might already be in an established game, I somehow feel like I'm entitled to something now.
Talk to your lawyer.
Right. So, but here's the other thing I do want to point out before we get off of AI, which I said I didn't want to spend a ton of time in this down this rabbit hole, but we've heard it now from a couple of clients who say, well, with AI, it'll take me 30 minutes and I can knock this out and knock that out and whatever. And it's going to look like you did and it's going to sound like you did. And what we say this all of the time, marketing your business is a full-time job. If you're going to run your business correctly, you do not have time to market it.
Yeah.
That's why we're here. That's why other agencies and marketing companies are in existence.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you need to ask the question is, do I want to shortchange my marketing?
100%.
Because I think what people don't realize, marketing is so easy to see the end product. And, I really like that commercial, or I noticed this is trending, I want to do this. But the marketing, the analysis piece comes behind it, where, we've got the experience to say, but we see what has been generated from and forecasting where it's going to go.
Absolutely. 100%.
It's a science almost.
All right, you going to get us off AI, or do I have to do that?
You have to do it.
I do?
Because we don't mind talking about it.
Lucas is an AI robot.
That's actually true.
He is. We try to gloss over that each and every day. You really kind of have changed, you keep us guessing. Yeah, who showed up
my
today?
Batteries got weird. I had to recharge in the middle of the day now.
I know. Really bizarre. Really bizarre. All right, e-commerce. That's another one that isn't going anywhere. And now the projections are out, or I saw one report today, that next year alone, it's like a ridiculous amount of money. What was it? I think I told you when I came in here, was it?
Like 6 point something
billion.
Oh, yeah,
billion dollars. And I, wait a second. Okay, when you're looking at global sales via e-commerce, right, then it's the $1 trillion word. Wow. But even in this country, I don't know what that says post-pandemic. Are we still afraid to leave our homes? Do we not want to go out and shop? What's happening?
I don't think we're afraid anymore. Well, I mean,
we just like conveniences.
Speaking for the Midwest, I would say I don't think we're afraid anymore. But I think it's just we got used to it.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I think it's become more of a social norm.
Yeah.
Especially for anyone.
What, with your Amazon driver or what? It's like, hi, it's me again.
I mean, I make friends with my Lyft drivers. They're probably like, please get out. But no, I think it's just part of our just everyday norm now.
Right.
We're used to being able to log on and can I get it delivered? I could go to the grocery store, but maybe I'm super busy. You have kids, you have to take soccer practice, and it's easier to just pick it up at the grocery store.
Yeah, and especially if you're like if you live in like a big city,
right?
I mean, Amazon and a bunch of other places will do same day shipping.
Dude,
they will get it
that
to
is
you
crazy.
within the day that you ordered it. And so you're like, why would I leave my house whenever I can just have someone bring it to me and not even pay shipping?
Okay, well, right. If you're a Prime member all day, the thing that I'm still calling into question now, all of these Uber Eats and such, it's like, are you really spending $15 to have like a $5 Happy Meal or whatever delivered? Come on.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's also dependent on location too. Like, I feel like here it's probably not as bad. Like, I'm sure there are people here definitely doing that. I've done that. Like, I've never DoorDashed a few times when I'm
DoorDash. That's right.
Whenever I could have just it's Uber Eats. It's all the same stuff. When I could have just literally driven 15 minutes to go get the freaking food or cooked. But if you live in like New York City, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Where it's like you have to go down 20 floors, walk
That's
to
true.
go get
Find your car.
It's a little bit different.
Right.
Yeah.
I have a lot of friends in New York that utilize that for that reason alone, because they're like, the time, they put value into their time, because the time it would take to go to the grocery store, get it all the way back, they're like, it's so much easier to have it delivered.
Right.
Something I found useful too with it is if you're sick, if you literally do not feel
that's
like getting
good.
out of bed,
That's good.
then it's like, I need groceries,
Especially if you live
or I need
alone.
exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Or if you have a pet, they're gonna need food. There's
Right.
a lot of different ways that it's convenient.
Yeah.
Do they deliver wine now?
They do.
Oh,
Angie has completely shifted her
say
opinion.
I have now changed my opinion. I mean, how many times did you make that great red sauce or pasta and you look up and you're like, man, a red would go so well with that, just to be able to go on
I
diet.
consulted with a company that had such a neat concept. They married together the idea of office gifts along with delivery.
Smart.
So instead of you dropping by and saying, thank you so much, you can have a custom little box sent to them.
Oh.
And so if you're super busy, like you usually
Yeah.
are, it saves you time just to click and be like, thank you so much for utilizing this.
Please go to my friend's house and make them feel special on my behalf.
I don't know if you can pick who delivers it, but maybe you're onto something.
Does that work for wives?
Wait a second. Where are you going? Where are you going?
Like if I make Lena really mad or something, I'm like, I'll just have this place deliver something.
Oh, I thought you were talking about delivering another wife or something. That was a little upsetting there.
No, I mean Russia. Yeah, they've been doing that for a while, but.
Ooh,
We really don't mean that.
Hey guys, sorry about that.
But we
So
do.
no kidding. I mean, if you're not online, you have to be. Just figure out that way that, through your website, make it very easy and accessible through that e-commerce portal. And as important as that is on your website, social media presence. I know some of you are like, la, 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 I'm not listening, but it's so important. If you're going to be relevant in today's market, you got to be on social media, and you don't have to do it. We can do it for you, but thoughts on that?
Well, yeah, I think that's kind of the best thing about it is like you can be on social media and
Never look at it.
not really worry about it.
Right.
You can hire someone like Growing Media or
Exactly.
or whatever, or AI.
No.
But
We love Siri.
then and like you can just have customers coming in, like, and you don't even have to worry about it. Like that's kind of cool, in my opinion.
I agree, and the thing is, if you do it well, which we've had quite a bit of experience, and we'll share some of those experiences over time, you really get to know your client so well that you sound like them. And now I will tell you this, there needs to be quite a bit of communication between the client and the agency or the marketing group, because we want to ask you some questions, develop that standard language. But what are some of those analogies when the metal, the heat meets the, what is the metal meet? Okay, never mind.
Rubber meets the road.
Rubber meets the road. There will be times that you need to engage. Like they've come to your company because there's something about you that they like, or they're asking a direct question of you as the owner of that business. That's when you may have to come out of your comfort zone and go, okay, I'm up.
But to me, that's just an opportunity.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Because it's like now you know exactly what they want to know, so you make content on that, and then you promote that content, and then they buy because you answered their questions through the content,
Love that.
and then it gets reused.
Look at that.
For sure. It's a way to collect research.
Yeah.
What are people buying? And what you're alluding to too is even if you don't want to do social media yourself, like you were saying, hire someone, because the interactions with customers are no different than if someone walks into your door, into your store to say,
Right.
and they're like, I'm looking for, or does it come in this size? Having people that are responding, or thank you so much, or when you read through threads and someone has a question about it, or I'm sorry you didn't have the best experience.
Yeah.
Sorry you keep
and
hitting your mic.
people
No, I'm
can
kidding.
do it anywhere. So you could be sitting at the airport,
Right.
and you saw something, you're like, I wonder what that's about.
Right.
You can
I
just
agree.
flip right through.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, here's the other thing. Again, everybody has their own opinions about things. I am not influenced by a person using a product as much as I would be seeing the product in use.
What if it's John Cena?
I like John, but no. I'm just, he looked really good in that blue suit.
Whatever John
whatever,
Cena
but
does, I'm just all in.
Are you
Really?
all in?
I love John Cena.
You would buy something just
Listen,
because John
all
Cena
I'm
says,
saying
look.
is July 21st is my birthday. And
Oh, geez, here it goes.
you can
And
get
so
him
is
here.
yours. Okay, okay.
I'm ready.
You just
Feel like
asked
we
for
might
John
lose
Cena for
you.
your birthday?
Might just be ready to pass over.
Right. Lena's like, where did my husband go? Yeah,
No,
he's gone.
she would be here.
Oh, she would be.
Yeah,
okay.
Sure.
You're both.
I don't know.
Okay.
Actually,
John Cena.
He's
really?
great. Do you follow him on Instagram? This is a side tangent.
Is he funny? I was a little disappointed. He used to cuss in his little music things he did years ago.
He only posts photos
of what?
the most random stuff.
What?
With no description.
What? He'll just put up a pic.
Funniest thing ever.
Oh,
and the only reason I found out about this is because my soccer team that I'm a really big fan of, Chelsea, he posted a photo of a player who's been injured all season.
Okay.
He's got really big hair, like a lot of curly hair. And ever since he had posted that photo, we haven't lost.
Just the fact. Look how people are entertained.
I love it. You're almost blushing
John
at this point.
Cena is
we
the
love
best.
John Cena. Yeah. He's cool. John's funny. He's a funny guy.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can get him here.
But sometimes, though, I think based on who the person is, if they're an influencer, say they're a dermatologist, and they're telling you this is literally what I'm using on my own face, and like you were saying, you see them actually doing it, and it's just a way to have support for that product. You have buy-in at that point because you trust it. It's building a relationship.
Yeah, I think that the A/B comparison is always going to be a good marketing tool. It's like, hey, this is what it looked like before. I used the product. This is what it looks like now. 30 days later, 60 days later, whatever it is.
Yeah, and we've talked about the importance of the money-back guarantee.
Yeah, you have to offer refunds nowadays.
Really?
I feel like you do. I mean, in our line of work, it's a little bit different, but I'm talking like for like a product.
Right.
You know what I mean? If someone gets it and they're like, man, yeah, this really isn't what I wanted. Like, this isn't what I expected.
Okay. So you're not going to hold their feet to the fire.
No, because then people aren't going to take the risk of buying something online that they've never used before.
I like that. Yeah.
Right.
We do the same thing here. It's, we work for the client. I think we're a little bit different. There are some places, if you work for a TV station, these are all placement opportunities, or you work for a digital company or whatever, you really try to get those people locked into those contracts. And we don't do that because we want to make sure that those tactics are working, because if they're not, we shift, we pivot, because nobody wants to have their feet held to the fire in something that doesn't seem to be working.
Exactly. I saw an article that gave a report that it was coming from a very experienced marketing professional, but he was saying that just because you're a marketer does not mean you're great at marketing. You have to go down the vertical in a sense. So someone that's really good, say what we do, if you're looking to be in a digital space, you need to find someone that is good at digital marketing, because that's totally different than, say,
growing media. No.
Yeah, because we're growing.
Yes.
But having that, because,
that is true.
Come with the knowledge behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different than event marketing,
Yeah. And that's the one thing that we've always been up against is there are some really, really wildly successful agencies out there who claim, okay, we just do marketing for dental facilities.
Yeah.
Well, we do dental facilities. We just don't do dental facilities.
Yeah.
Does it make them any better than us because they just do dental? No.
Probably not.
No. But isn't it interesting?
We found out with proof. But anyways.
Yeah. So it just, there's so many things out there that you can take advantage of. Sure. There are so many trends, so many things that people are trying. I think in this day and age, the big thing is everyone has knowledge of something, and knowledge commerce has never been as popular as it is today. People will pay for what you know. That's big.
Yeah.
For sure. And I think that plays perfectly into the ability that, say, like we have here, is that we're not coming at you with, well, we really liked this. It's no, we've seen the analysis behind it. Like, just to say it's trending is one thing, but why?
Right.
And being able to give the person the why. And
making money. Jack, cheddar, greens. What else?
Keep going.
Moolah.
Dinero. I like it. Dinero. Oh, we need a translator for that.
Lucas.
AI.
Translate dinero.
Oh, his batteries. He just recharged. I love that. That's kind of freaking me out, by the way. Don't do that too much. That's a little weird. Okay, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. You can find us at Growing Media Marketing. We wish you would find us. We'll get to know each other. It'll be great.
It'll be great.
We'll love it.
Super
You'll love
great.
it. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.